All right guys, so check it out. I'm here at the Rockin' Ranch in my hometown in Palm City, Florida. So what we're gonna do today though, is I'm gonna give you exercises that you could do anywhere. Obviously, I have a huge amount of land. You could do it in your garage, you could do it in your living room, or you could do it at your gym. If you're looking to enhance your combat sports performance and you don't have any weight, this is gonna be something that is gonna be crucial to increase not only your strength, your stability, your mobility, but your coordination, your range of motion, and then also it just gives you those foundational movements that can enhance the quality of your fight game. Now stick around later after the exercises because I'm gonna go ahead and do a full workout with those 5 exercises that you can do to enhance your conditioning. Let's do it. All right, first one, Hindu push-up. So we're gonna go ahead, you can either get a shoulder width position, a hip width position, or outside shoulder width, doesn't matter. But we wanna make sure when you're doing the Hindu push-up is to, like I like to say, get underneath the barbed wire and then back underneath it again. So going to get down in a push-up position first, then I'm gonna pike my hips high and then get underneath. So I'm dropping my elbows down, getting my hips low, head up, straighten the arms, and then back underneath. And then again, underneath. All right, so we're working everything in the pushing motion. So you're working your shoulders, your triceps, your chest a little bit. We're working dexterity, especially in your spine. And then you're driving the hips in. So it's similar to stopping a shot, you know, making sure that you're staying heavy on the hips, especially for grappling, BJJ. You need to make sure that your hips are heavy. So it's gonna be a good one to do. If you wanna scale it down, you can do a dive bomber where basically all you're doing is coming here, hips are high, you're gonna get underneath the barbed wire, and then just back up with the hips. Okay, so sets and reps, 3 to 4 sets. You can do 5, 10, maybe even 20 repetitions, depending on what you're trying to adapt to. If it's conditioning, you're gonna go a little bit higher volume, maybe even do for time. If you wanna go weighted, you can use a weight vest to help increase the intensity. Then you wanna bring down the volume a little bit, but 3 to 4 sets, plenty. Let's move on. All right, next one, we're gonna move on to the lower body. And for this one, we're gonna do a 45-degree step back lunge. Foundational pattern in a lunge pattern, right? But we're gonna hit that 45 or that oblique angle. Really good for striking sports when you're bladed, you're pushing lateral. So I'm gonna hit a 45-degree step back turn. So I'm twisting my torso and then I'm gonna lunge into the position. So I'm stepping back here, load the hip, get as low as you can, and then push off right back into the starting position. Again, we're sitting back, boom, come back up, sit back, come back up. You can obviously unilateral work, you go one side first, then go the other side, or you can switch it up and alternate if you want to. 3 to 4 sets, again, depending on the volume, 5, 10, whatever you need to do to get the adaptation. All right guys, so the next one we're gonna do is going to work your transverse abdominals. It's going to work your shoulder stability. It's called the controlled sit out. Now sit out, if you wrestlers, you understand what that is. If you're in a tabletop position, somebody has a front side headlock, you can improve your position by getting that sit out and then reversing. So what we're gonna do here though, however, is we're just gonna go back and forth. We're gonna alternate each side. The main thing that I wanna see is one, you're going to have what's called a closed chain range of motion. So you're going to place your hand on the ground and you're gonna work on rotation of the shoulder. The one thing you also want to be mindful of is not letting that shoulder touch your ear. So you don't want to be lax here. So I want you to make sure that you're using your serratus anterior muscle, right? Your puncher's muscle to help with protraction, allowing for that shoulder to get away from the ear, right? So now we're working range of motion, stability, and we're working strength in that rotational plane or in that rotational pattern. We're gonna get in a tabletop position. From here, I'm gonna go ahead and feed my leg through, right? Head is up. You can place the foot on the ground if you don't have the core strength. If you do, I want you to go ahead and try to reach for it. Reach for that toe. And then you're gonna rotate back into that tabletop position. Now with that, you can go one side or you can alternate. So it looks like this, here, reach. Notice my shoulder I'm not doing this. I'm making sure that I'm using these muscles to allow for that protraction, separating my ear from my shoulder, and then I'm going right back. And then I can switch to the other side, same thing. If you wanna work a little bit more flow into it, then you can just do that regular sit out from here, turn, open, and then you can repeat going back. So coming back, boom, coming back, boom, and flow. If you're looking to enhance the strength there, then slow it down. If you want to work some flow, just flow through the motion. All right, so the next one we're gonna do is a Spiderman push-up. Now, again, this is a pressing motion, so another foundational pattern, but we're gonna throw in a little bit of a mix from driving the knee to the elbow. So we're gonna go push-up position, and then from there, I'm gonna turn this hip, I'm gonna externally rotate the hip, drive the knee to the elbow into this push-up position. Now, when I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and switch my hands. So it's gonna be here, we're gonna push, and then we're gonna switch, push, and then we're gonna move forward as we do it. So if you have limited space, then just stay there, and you can just go from here. Push, then back, push, then back. If you have a lot of space, like I do, then you can move forward with it. And do your steps with your hands. So it's here, and then I step with the hand and push. Step, push, step, push, okay? Again, these can be done for distance if you have the amount of space, or you can do it for reps, or you can do it for time, all dependent upon how you want to adapt and what the stimulus that you're trying to cover. So for the last one we're gonna do is a mountain climber. Now, two versions. You can do the controlled mountain climber, or you could do the rapid fire, driving the knees in, working your conditioning, working some speed of the knees. That's fine too. When you're doing the controlled version, you wanna make sure that you're exhaling on the knee drive, right? So we're working the rectus abdominals, we're maintaining a position with our hands and our shoulders. So I'm protracting the shoulders, working the serratus anterior, and I'm also driving the knee in, working hip flexors, psoas, rectus abdominals, some of the obliques too as well. Also, we wanna make sure that we're not shifting, right? So maintain a position, it's anti-rotation. So we're gonna have to use those muscles to stay in that same spot. When you're working the knees in a rapid fire fashion, then it's just knees in, knees in, knees in. Almost like high knees, but you're doing that from the ground. So we'll do two versions. We'll do the controlled version first. Push up position, locked in. I'm gonna take an inhale and then exhale. Driving my knee into my chest. Not bringing it out here, I'm gonna keep it inside of my arms. Bring it back, and back in. Notice I'm not hanging here, I'm pushing my upper back to the sky. Now, rapid fire, we're gonna go quick, but we're still gonna maintain our position. So we're here, quick. I'm not coming here. All right, so here we go. We got 5 minutes total. We're gonna do 3 rounds with a 1-minute recovery, similar to an MMA fight. So I'm gonna do 5 reps of each exercise that we just went over. First one we're gonna start off with is the Hindu push-up. We got 5, then rolling right into burpees. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Degree step back lunge, 5 of them. Be explosive on the concentric action. Skater bounce, side to side. Time. 1 minute break. With the 1 minute break, what I want you to do is break up active and passive rest. So the first 30 seconds, passive rest. The next 30 seconds on your 1 minute break is gonna be active. So I want you shadowboxing in that 30 seconds. As soon as that minute is up, get right back into the sequence again. All right guys, so there you have it. You got 5 bodyweight exercises and you have a conditioning circuit predicated towards more power endurance in a specific time domain of MMA. You can cater it to boxing, kickboxing for 3-minute rounds, 2-minute rounds, whatever, but just be mindful of the fact that if you do 2-minute rounds, you're gonna have to go a little bit faster to get through all the exercises, right? Now, for a 5-minute round, I was able to get through each exercise comfortably, right? Comfortably fast. If you're doing 3-minute rounds, just know that you gotta go a little quicker, but there's less time that you have to put in the work. So I would stay with somewhere around 3 to 5 minute rounds, do 3 rounds to start, then slowly increase the rounds each week. If you want something like a program that is catered to bodyweight and MMA or combat sports, check out Fight Life app now. It is available, link is in the description. If you want to do all of these exercises within that workout, the whole workout is in the description too as well, so check it out. And there you have it guys, hope you liked the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. The ones that do like my videos and do watch the videos, if you haven't subscribed, you should do so. Because most of the time we get guys that just like the video and watch the video, but they don't subscribe to the channel. So please do so, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.